Haha, creeped you guys out.
We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is GPS. Yeah. Buddy, you know what? Before we get into anything today, so yesterday I was going through some old clips and things like that. And I found the first podcast back in 2015 that you came on.
Oh.
I gave it a hot listen for a second. It was nice. And then you came back the next year. And then we did it again for the Super Bowl, even though the Packers and Broncos weren't playing.
Tight.
Nice little
trip. It was just audio then, right?
Yeah, it's just on SoundCloud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were great episodes too. Like that first episode was good, and I was like, oh, okay. And then you came back for the next one, and I think we just told like the most. I titled it "Brandon Perna Returns," and we offend everybody because it had nothing to do with football, and we just like ripped into everything, and it was just so much fun. I remember that.
That's cool. Yeah, those were good conversations.
Hey,
I was like, I like the cut of this guy's jib.
Yeah, the jib is well cut.
It is the jib, right?
Oh yeah, it is. What I tell you? Hey, wait! You're holding people in the basement now too?
No. I have never seen this person Nelson. Never seen him.
I just think it's a little. I don't want to say I have a
trademark.
Oh, if he's
prisoner, how's he been a member for 7 months?
They still get
Nelson, shut up!
They still get cell reception in there. Do you know how many mods are in the crawl space? How do you think I get them to moderate the chat?
Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
Yes.
Come on now. Come on.
Nelson.
Hey, happy freaking fracking birthday.
Enjoy. Oh, what up, Billy from New Zealand? Actually, you said New Zealand.
I want to go so bad. Listen, he's got to stay healthy. Trevor Lawrence got to stay healthy because
he's got to stay hard.
I still believe in Trevor Lawrence. It's just, man, this season's got to work out well. We'll
get into T-Law. There's a T-Law truther out there. Ryan Michaels got lots of info we can look at on Trevor Lawrence. Kirsten hungry.
Yeah, there's mice in there. Okay,
it's impressive. Like she's working on race cars and being held captive in your crawl space. Like,
yeah, no. Everybody is free to leave whenever they want.
Hey guys, let us know in the comments which one of us will go to prison first for holding people prisoner. Prison for prison.
Does it make the community better? I would argue yes.
Eye for an eye. I mean, stronger for sure.
Hey, listen.
Nothing bonds you like being a prisoner of Tom Grossi.
We raised $1 million for charity, okay? That would not have happened if the mods weren't kept in the crawl space. That's just a fact.
Yeah. Do you think that'll affect the judge's sentence of you?
I hope. I'd be like, listen, guy, it's there's a reason it's called chaotic good. Like I told you, here's the chaos.
Raise a lot of money, but tortured people.
Okay, torture is a strong word.
Held them captive against their will.
Okay, Will Keys is not here. First of all, second of all, it's more of just a suggested stay.
Okay,
all right. And Rachel sent cookies today for the first time in quite some time. So maybe some crumbs will get in there, right? Maybe like even a tiny bit of a chocolate chip. Those are things to look forward to. I call those incentives. All right.
Okay. Let me ask another question. Right? Who would you rather be your dungeon lord, me or Tom? Who would be a better host if you were being held captive by us?
Ooh.
Who would be more accommodating?
this is, well, first of all,
This is peak off season, baby.
this is peak off season. Second of all, I don't know. Like I don't go out of my way to make sure that, things are comfortable.
Yeah.
You got some food. You're going to be eating healthy.
The amount of people saying you is disturbing.
That's right, baby. I am the better.
That is upsetting.
By
Oh,
the
you
time-
fucks. You fucks. I would be such a good prison lord.
By the time, first of all, I'm used to being a dungeon master, D&D, so got the experience, and the
I
name
got
is
bigger
right
crawl space, though.
Okay, one. Oh, no, we're going to talk about the tampering thing. Don't you worry. 5th round pick, $250,000. Don't worry. The wet fart that was a punishment there. But also,
Pisses me off.
let it just be said, I forgot my point. I hoped it would come back.
Woo,
I hoped it would come back. I hope I could just
Stalin.
keep spinning the wheels, but it did not. It left me, which also could be why. Here, look, Brandon, do you know how
I don't
good,
ask for a lot.
do you know how good of a host I am? Watch this. You can come out now. Look, they ain't leaving. That's how good. Oh, that's what it was. By the time, I'm going to be such a good host that everybody's going to have Stockholm Syndrome by the time I'm done. All right? That's how good.
Wow.
You ever see The World Is Not Enough? The Pierce Brosnan, the James Bond with Christmas Jones in it, right? It was the guy, I think it was Bernard, who couldn't feel anything. The bald guy. He played Rumpelstiltskin on Once Upon a Time. We're doing some deep cuts here. Yeah. And the submarine, that's the thing that killed him. It was like shot a torpedo and it like hit him in the chest. And he's like, I feel. And then he died. And then Pierce Brosnan's like, I thought Christmas only came once a year. Sex joke. Yeah.
Wow.
Good movie.
I don't remember it. I don't know if I watched it.
Good movie.
Look.
It's true, Terry. You ain't wrong.
Tom can have more subscribers. I applaud that. I encourage that. But the fact that you guys wouldn't rather be in my crawl space is offensive.
Hey, you know what? Maybe you should watch Coach and you can see why the crawl space is so alluring.
I think I would rather live in my own crawl space than have to watch it.
Well, you're going to have to do it anyway, Brandon. And next week, by the way, we're starting the GCU rewatch. So come on down, buddy. Come on down.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy yourself. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time. Let's go.
Good God.
Anyway, let's talk about Trevor Lawrence, buddy.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, 5
He
year.
got paid $700 billion to be a
$275
quarterback
million with
in
$200 million guaranteed, but close.
What was it, 275?
Yeah, 5 year, $275, $200 million guaranteed.
All right.
It's true, Jay. It's true.
All right, T-Law.
Back. We're so back. Look at that. Tom allowed me to pet the cat and dog. I'll apply right now. Moosey's right on the couch right now. That's it. Get all the pats. Just.
Yeah, worst part about being a prisoner is being around those filthy animals.
I'll kill you. Just for that, I want you to remember this, chat. Just for that comment, when we line up as CB1 and wide receiver 1, I'm running through you on the first play. I'll draw the flag. It's fine. Now, just for that. Okay. Okay.
Filthy animals.
That's fair, Rio. That's fair. Listen, at least they don't have some weird back patch of hair and everything else is nice and smooth.
You guys get to braid the back patch if you're with me, just so you know. You get to braid the back patch. French braid, too. Use your tongue to do it. That's why they call it a French braid. All right, Trevor Lawrence, $275 million.
That's what I want to hear. That should go on a Tinder profile. 100%. I'd feel scared, but safe.
Yeah, that is. I can't compete with that. Look at those muscles and flowing hair. All right, so there's a lot. There's a lot here. Trevor Lawrence. You either think he's Daniel Jones with long hair.
Dak might beat him out.
Or, I mean, this is just a solid tweet by RG3. More Daniel Jones.
Yes, he will.
He's now the highest paid per year. That's a little okay. If I have one issue with this contract, not a knock on Trevor. It's like,
I don't know, man.
How do you justify? I just don't know how I know quarterbacks, they're always trying to reset the market because it's good for everybody. It's good for all the quarterbacks.
It's true, Guillermo.
But if you're not clearly the best quarterback, how do you become like, I want to be Trevor Lawrence, Tom. I want to be paid like the best sports YouTuber and continue just to be right in the middle of the road. Just average, miss the playoffs, but I get paid $55 million per year. Like that's the goal. That's what I don't understand about like the quarterback market and overpaying some of these guys. I think Trevor Lawrence is better than he gets credit for. I think he's better than Daniel Jones. I think that's pretty easy to see.
Can you go
if
back
you
to that
watch
list
them.
of highest paid?
Yes, I'll go back.
Perna would give you whiskey and steak. But then again, would he even share with you? I don't even know. If you would share your whiskey and steak? I don't know about that.
Yes.
How much of that are you sharing?
You got to keep them drunk to keep them docile.
Docile?
Yes.
All right. So,
and you know what? I just have them. I have like a bunch of computers in there, and they're all going in and using all my promo codes all the time.
There. Oh, that's true. You have the additional Jess and Carmi combo.
Yeah, they'd come say hi.
Yeah, they come say hi. Is there like a viewing window where you're just like, hey?
Well, what show was that I watched?
I don't know.
Oh my god, that there was a guy being held prisoner and the little kid knew. Oh my god, who what?
Is it your house
it's with
right now?
Matt Damon. It was a Matt Damon movie.
Oh, The Martian.
No. I watched it when I was real sick.
Interstellar.
No.
The Bourne
Stillwater.
Identity.
Is it Stillwater? Is that what it's called?
Bourne Supremacy.
Yeah, Stillwater.
The Bourne Ultimatum.
Underrated movie, by the way.
Dogma.
Anywho, you just keep naming Matt Damon movies.
Saving Private
Ryan. Here you go. Here's your chart.
The Departed.
Yeah, where Matt Damon held Leo prisoner and Jack Nicholson was from The Shining.
That's true. You could actually watch good football teams, folks. I'm just saying. You could actually watch good football teams.
All right, Bad Apple. I'm making mental notes for everybody who doesn't want to be my prisoner.
What are you going to do? Imprison them more?
Oh, yep.
Oh, man. Okay. So, because it's funny, because I originally had the title, like, who gets paid next, right? Kind of just like a generic title. And you're like, no. Are average quarterbacks being overpaid? So it seems like this one's striking a little bit. So on this list, if we're looking at like the top 10 guys who are getting paid, who are the guys who stand out the most to you that go, they shouldn't even be on this list?
Deshaun Watson also should be a prisoner. Trevor Lawrence. It's hard to say Kirk Cousins should be the 9th highest paid quarterback in the league, in my humble opinion.
Yep.
Kyler Murray got hurt. That makes that a little tougher to evaluate. Mm-hmm. I think it's just like Trevor Lawrence going to number 1. That's the part I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
If he was even like top 5, it'd be like, okay, I get it. It's production and it's the success of your team, right? And you can't put everything on the quarterback in terms of some of the team's shortcomings, because the Jags defense is kind of let them down. Mm-hmm. Also, Trevor Lawrence does have a turnover problem. He fumbles a lot. That's one reason you should accurately compare him to Daniel Jones, even though Daniel Jones has corrected that. But I don't know how. I just want to have the confidence to not be the best and accept best money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Tua has earned more money than Trevor Lawrence. And I think Dak Prescott certainly has earned more money than Trevor Lawrence in terms of like what they've done on the field. You could equate some of Tua's success to the offense, to Mike McDaniel. And I like Trevor Lawrence. Like I'm not trying to like say he doesn't deserve to be paid, because I don't believe that at all. But it's just weird to me.
I think there's a couple things here. One, right? If we just take everything out, it's just the QB market. So if you have a market like when Jared Goff got paid, right? It was like, oh, okay. So somebody with Jared Goff stats who did well, don't get me wrong, like who did well, is going to get paid over $50 million a year. That's going to open up the door for Tua, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Dak. Now, you can start making arguments of like there's more production there, there's more of a sample size there because Trevor Lawrence, that was his rookie deal that he was on. Now, there's also the old adage of you're paying for what you think they can do in the future, right? So it's a little bit of a mix of like, hey, yeah, we saw enough flashes. I think you've seen enough flashes out of Trevor Lawrence not to completely like erase all your fears because I think that there's definitely some concerns there. You do look at the support team around him. The offensive line, as a lot of people in the chat have said, were way overpaid and they weren't good. So it was just a mix of a couple different things. And Urban Meyer is his coach for a little bit. That already was a wash. And I think that this is the guy because the Jaguars have also not really had incredible QBs in their past. You know, like he's already like their leader for just about everything, right? So I think Lawrence is the guy. And if you're the Jaguars, I mean this, and I think the Dolphins are in the same position. The Packers are about to be in the same position, and also the Cowboys are there. You know, what other choice do you have? Because, like, let's just go. All right, Trevor Lawrence goes, hey, I want to be paid $55 million a year. Let's just say how that conversation went. We don't know how it went. What are you going to say as Jaguar? No? Take a hike? Go walk? Because then somebody picks him up immediately and you're back at the start again. Like, you know what you have in Lawrence and you hope that it's just going to get better. So I get it. But yeah, dude, like these contracts are going to get wild. Like Jordan Love, who has played one full season, is going to get paid probably similar around where Trevor Lawrence is.
Yeah. I agree with most of that. If you're the Jags, you can not pay him. You can trade him. You're the Jags. Nobody expects you to do anything. Like, let's just be honest.
But no, I disagree though. They
could trade Trevor Lawrence, get their draft picks.
They're renovating their stadium, and one of the main reasons is because Trevor Lawrence.
What's up?
They're renovating their stadium finally, and one of the main reasons they're able to do that is because of Trevor Lawrence.
Well, also because they got rid of their employees who were embezzling millions of dollars from them. So they got a little extra cash for that.
Definitely helps.
Yeah. No, you want to pay Trevor Lawrence. That's fine. I get that. It's just I don't understand why every quarterback who comes up to get paid becomes the highest paid player in the league when they're not even close to the best. Now, yeah, maybe Trevor Lawrence has a season or two where he is that guy.
Yeah.
And it's not like even about like fairness. It's just like I feel like you got to be close to the best to be the highest paid. And I know it happens every cycle. This and I really don't give a fuck about contracts either. Like the NFL teams, they make money. $55 million this year, fine. It seems high. A couple of years, he won't be the number one. He'll be 5, then he'll be 8 or whatever. Like, I really don't care. It's just more about the principle of what would you say annual salary Trevor Lawrence is worth? Yeah, I'm going to. I teased that. And I think there's a lot of untapped potential there. The other question you got to ask about the Jaguars is like, how good is Doug Peterson actually as a head coach?
But that is where my concerns are. It's like, okay, supporting staff, like coaching, I still think there's some question marks. Sure. But I mean, dude, you locked up your guy for the next few years. And you just got to hope that like this is going to work out. Because otherwise, it's going to be a problem.
Now, I do recommend following Ryan. Very good stat tracker. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we got a little Bo Nick section.
That's fair, Terry. Fair.
Now, and this is like one thing that stands out, right? Production.
Yeah.
It's easy. You can also, was it Dak? Yeah, I think it was Dak's stats. Somebody had a side-by-side with Dak and Mahomes over like the last 50 starts, and their stats are nearly identical. Let's see here. All 22. He's going all 22. Where the fuck are the stats? Okay, here's one. Jags defense. Not good. Not good. That hurts your quarterback.
I don't think he's better. Oh man, I don't think Brock. Oh man, I
think Brock Purdy currently plays at a higher level than Trevor Lawrence consistently. Now he's in a better situation.
He is in better.
Jared Goff's in a better situation.
He is in a better.
I think Jared Goff should have been given $1 billion for getting the Lions to the championship game.
I agree, actually. I wholeheartedly agree that they should have given Jared Goff $1 billion.
Oh my gosh.
Could not agree more. Could not agree more.
Nope. All right, Ryan, you got to cool it on some of the all 22s. Okay.
Ooh, yeah, let's go get nuts.
Give me more of the stats. I don't know. Just go look, scroll down right. He's got a lot of good metrics about Trevor Lawrence in here. It's situation. And I think, like, if you're going to talk about Trevor Lawrence compared to Daniel Jones, Trevor Lawrence just has more talent. He is a more physically gifted player. You can throw the ball better. Daniel Jones can run. We always forget that. But, like, that's what you're banking on is hopefully the Jags put the right unit around Trevor Lawrence. And I believe Trevor Lawrence can take a good football team, both defense and offense, deep into the playoffs.
Dude,
last year they collapsed, and I felt like they had a decent offense around them. You can talk about the line, like you mentioned earlier.
They just never clicked. Yeah, they never clicked. But, dude, like, that's why I remember you and I talking about this, right? Didn't you say Trevor Lawrence, like, MVP? Like, we were having that conversation.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh, dude, like,
MVP
they got
pick.
Calvin Ridley. Like, they have all these weapons. Like, they're going to be good. Christian Kirk getting injured obviously didn't help things. But, yeah, man, like, I believe in Trevor Lawrence. I think he could be the guy. If he has a down season, there's definitely going to be some question marks, but you do need to look at the coaching. You need to look at the team around him. And I think that you could watch Trevor Lawrence play and say he's very talented. Number one in the league. But at the same time, how long is he going to be paid number one in the league? It's not going to be long because you have Tua, you have Dak, and you have Love who are yet to be paid. I think all three of those guys are going to make a round and or more than him.
Yeah. And I think this is what I like about Trevor Lawrence.
And
now, again, these are all from not last year, but the year before, right? The Chargers was the playoffs following the 2022 season. But it's one of my favorite things about a quarterback, probably because I grew up watching John Elway. But, like, a dude who cannot play well for part of the game, half the game, and just third, fourth quarter, get the shit together, lead a comeback, throw a bunch of picks, not let it phase him, and like Trevor Lawrence did against the Chargers in the postseason. There's something to be said for, like, that kind of poise, because a lot of guys, they get those deficits and there's just no chance. Like, I don't know if Tua's the guy, like, where your team's down a lot, where he's going to lead you back consistently. How much? One other thought I had too. It's like, all right, Dak's been paid once, right? That's the difference. Dak's gotten paid once so far. Now he's due for a second contract. This is Trevor Lawrence's first bag. It'll be Tua's first bag. Like, if you're a guy like Dak and you're a quarterback getting your second big contract and you haven't won a Super Bowl already, and you take the max value, I question how serious you are about actually winning a championship.
Oh, are we getting into that again?
Yep.
Really?
Yes, I am.
Are we
yes,
really?
Yes, I am. Because you've already proven you can't do it on your own. You cannot will your team to a Super Bowl. So if Dak comes in and is like, you know what? I'll be the fifth highest paid quarterback.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Trevor Lawrence.
No.
I'm sorry. You're talking about someone who's already gotten paid. Then I'd actually be more inclined to agree with you. Okay.
Yeah, and it's not about not
Trevor Lawrence.
Paid.
I'm like, my man's like 20-something years old. Go get that bag, man. Like, it's your first contract. Go get that bag.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get that first chunk of money. But see, Dak's tough too because he plays for the Cowboys. They can afford it. It doesn't really matter. And if Jerry Jones likes you, Jerry Jones is the best owner ever.
If he loves you,
he likes you.
Yep.
And he likes it. Jerry likes a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Like, we're working on this Cowboys video, and I listened to the Cowboys book. Like, Jerry fucking loves dudes, and
Dude, I mean, look at Zeke.
he'll take care of you.
Literally look at the contract and then bringing him back. The whole. Ooh, Tua better than T-Law?
Not
think
physically.
I think
Consistently accurate, maybe a little safer with the football. But that's with Trevor.
Okay, so Perna, you're starting a franchise. You could choose between two guys, Tua and Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, fudge.
That's tough. That is.
I'd probably go Lawrence. I'd probably go Trevor Lawrence.
I go Trevor.
And I think it's hard because Tua's been in a better situation and has done about the same.
Great numbers. Like, he's put up good, dude. Yeah. He's put up good numbers, but
like tough. If Trevor Lawrence had Tyreek Hill for the last like 3 years, like, how would we be talking? Like, I would probably be saying right now, Trevor Lawrence deserves to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Sure.
Without question.
Well, because like if you're the Dolphins now, you are in a situation that you're like, oh, we have to pay him, and we're gonna kind of have to pay him. Whatever.
I mean, you don't. It depends. Like,
what are you gonna do? You're gonna pull the rug out from everything, and like, if they don't make the playoffs this year, like, coach is getting fired, QB's going, like, everybody just.
I don't even know if you have to fire your coach, but it's like,
I think.
Is there another guy we can go out and get? Can we draft a guy? Like, you don't have to pay him. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to pay.
This is coming from
average
you.
Quarterbacks if you really don't want to.
Perna, this is coming from you, who's been in QB hell for quite some time.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you don't find a QB and pay them.
No, I think Tua should be paid.
No, I agree.
I think he's earned it.
You're saying the Dolphins,
but I'm saying, like, if you're the Dolphins, you do have options. I think teams have shown, like, moving on from a quarterback is as effective of a plan as overpaying for a guy. And I am jaded by Russell Wilson a little bit. I'm jaded by that.
But look at the Vikings. The Vikings decided not to pay Kirk Cousins.
Sure.
Right? And they decided to start over at QB. They have Sam Darnold. You have J.J. McCarthy right now. We don't know what their offense is going to look like. And they also just paid Justin Jefferson $1 gajillion.
Yeah. This is the time to pay Jefferson.
I wouldn't say that's a great situation.
We'll see.
It's great. It's great. Because you're kind of at least for a year. We're kind of starting over a little bit. And maybe if we hit on a QB, it won't be as long.
Yeah, I think like
35-14. Good call, BLV.
Tua's tricky. I paid Trevor Lawrence. I paid Dak. I don't know about Tua. And I like
Jordan
Tua.
Love.
I did a whole video about Tua being overly criticized. But last year, a lot went wrong for the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
And
cry.
What did Tua do to, like, carry that team?
Yeah.
That's my question about Tua. He's accurate. His timing's nice. He gets the ball out. He knows how to feed his playmakers. He functions well in that offense. But I don't know if he has that other gear. That's what it is with Tua.
Yeah.
And some people will argue that for Dak, but I think, like, I don't know. I think Dak's good.
Do you think he deserves to be the highest paid quarterback?
No.
Take out
fucking Mahomes and then Josh Allen and then everybody else. Those are the only two guys who are like, yeah, they should be the highest paid dude every single year. Maybe you throw in Lamar Jackson into that mix right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
what about, all right, so then take a Jordan Love, because, like, that's obviously going around with the Packers now. So that's a big talk. It's like, hey,
Jordan needs to demand it now because last year was so good for him. For me, my fear with Jordan Love, it's like last year was so good. He did some things that were so impressive. It's like, I feel like even if he's still really good, it won't be as good as last year.
I think he could be better. I think
could be, yeah. Then you're like, we got it.
It's 1 year. It is one season.
Take all the fucking money, Jordan. If he's better this year, you just open up the bank. Mm-hmm. You feed that man.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love did some things that were so impressive last season. It infuriates me.
Remember after the game that we played, and
he looked like
guy.
poo. I was like, this guy will never figure it
It's
out.
only been like 6 weeks. Why don't we just wait a little bit?
But there was another thing happening then, is we thought the Broncos defense was still the Broncos defense from the Dolphins game.
That's true.
They started to slowly get better. I had not yet factored that in.
I mean, but Love, like, there is an inherent risk that's there. I mean, the guy's going to get paid. He's earned the money to get paid. And I think that my argument would be, if this guy went out there with the youngest team in the NFL and went out there with wide receivers that one guy was 25 years old, the rest were younger, and they were just like, let's figure it out. And they were able to knock off the 2 seed and then nearly knock off the defending NFC champions. Yeah, I think it's okay. And there's obviously mistakes that were made and stuff like that. But that was his first year starting, of actually like getting up and actually playing week to week. It's exciting, man. I'm excited about my team.
How cool.
Titans, I do still think overpaid to Calvin Ridley. Yes, I do. And I know they believe in Will Levis a lot, because obviously, but I would be very cautious based off of all the hype that he had in Jacksonville, that he was going to be like the guy, and it just never really clicked. And now you're bringing him on with an offense that there's a lot of question marks on, and you're already paying an aging DeAndre Hopkins. It kind of just seems...
No, the Titans are paying Hopkins, Ridley, and Tyler Boyd. All 3 of those guys will be at least 30 years old during this season.
Oh, everybody would take him pretty much.
And I think they're all solid receivers that can all be helpful for Will Levis, but like, you need young, explosive playmaker. Maybe Ridley can still be that. Like, he is going to be 30, but he got a sabbatical, so that body's actually a year younger than most NFL 30-year-old receivers. Maybe he's still got that step. But Ridley was with Trevor Lawrence last year, and Ridley was good, but not like where he convinced me Trevor Lawrence should be the highest paid quarterback on earth. I know, it's the joke. That joke's still funny. It's still funny.
It's still funny.
That's got to be one of the worst trades ever.
Vote Pedro, who's knocking the Green Bay Packers wide receiver core? The fact that they're not paying him a lot of money is incredible, because you see how they did last year. Dontavian Wicks, an amazing route runner. Romeo Doubs can absolutely be that red zone target. Christian Watson, if he's healthy, can definitely be wide receiver 1, if they even have one or need one. Jaden Reed. Do I need to say more? No. I'm saying the Packers did not know this going into the season. And they're like, let's figure it out. We got brand new tight ends. We got brand new wide receivers. And we also have a QB starting his first year. Let's figure it out. And they were able to do that much with what they had. Pretty good.
Yeah, you should be excited about the Packers receivers.
Dude, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
And it's like, if after this season they feel like they need something else there,
then you go get somebody. They're going to have flexibility.
Find your free agent, or you just draft another guy.
Mm-hmm.
And wide receivers, like, that is, if you know your quarterback's good, and usually good quarterback's going to make your receivers better anyway. But if you know your QB's good, you can find receivers literally everywhere in the draft.
Sure.
It is, to me, one of the most easy positions to find a dude at in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is he fast? Have good hands, tall, or is he short and really, really fucking fast? Oh, I just evaluated receivers. Let me watch that guy. Can he get open? Yes. Boom. Well, thank you. Oh, Broncos versus Browns in December for your 31st birthday. Oh my! People always ask me.
You're like, I don't leave my house.
Any restaurants outside of my 5-minute radius anymore? By the Broncos State. I mean, there's a ton of restaurants downtown. Okay, so there's a road called Federal that goes right by the Broncos Stadium. Just pick any Mexican restaurant on Federal, and it's going to be primo.
So, Logan, appreciate you. Thank you for the kitty. Appreciate you.
I would have navigated you to Dino's, the best Italian restaurant in the history of the city of Denver, but it closed down a few years ago.
Couldn't have been that good, huh?
Now the owner, who was friends with my grandparents, died. The kids ran it for a while.
Wasn't the
They
same.
had some primo real estate and they just sold it. And now it's a
Oh, that's
fucking gas station.
disappointing.
It's a gas station.
Oh, that's
They
heartbreaking.
had 2 lots too. So, it was worth a lot of money.
Oh,
Dino's. Staple of my
that
childhood
hurts.
and a young adulthood.
I
Corporate
think Sirianni
America.
potentially gets fired if they're not good again this year, because I think the coordinators took a lot of the heat last year, and rightfully so. Sirianni definitely deserves some heat, though. And then we'll kind of see how they perform this year. If they underperform, it could be a problem.
We could do a episode about coaches on the hot seat this year.
Oh, yeah.
There's always a hot seat,
T-Law has thrown more interceptions than Tua.
Yeah, no, Trevor Lawrence has had,
He's had some
turnover issues. And it's fumbles, too. You got to factor that in. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's
who is a little more efficient? And that's a big skill to have.
Chubbies.
I'm not eating there, but,
Oh, listen. I'm telling you, Eagles fans, because there was already some turning going on Nick Sirianni. If they're bad again this year, oh boy, it's gonna get real loud in Philly. It's gonna get
well, if it's bad in Philadelphia, who's gonna be worse to Sirianni? Eagles fans or Chiefs fans?
Oh, you know what?
All-time curse.
Hold on. Underdog there, 49ers fans. Oh, because 49ers fans hate the Eagles. So I'm just saying, you might have a trifecta where you're going to have Eagles fans, Chiefs fans, and 49ers fans for a brief moment be like, all right, yep, it's not going to
be rough for Sirianni if he gets fired.
What are Brandon's top 10 bands?
Rubber, number 1.
You like Van Halen, right?
No, I'm not a Van Halen guy.
I know, it's Led Zeppelin.
I'll give you 1, Zeppelin.
Yeah, Zeppelin.
Easy.
Yeah.
2, probably
Pokemon
White
theme song.
Stripes.
Oh.
3, Simon and Garfunkel.
Really?
Yeah. Carmi and I listen to Simon and Garfunkel literally every night now for bedtime.
Literally? The same songs or different songs?
Same song, Homeward Bound. And it's on YouTube. It's Paul Simon and Garfunkel playing on, I think, a Canadian broadcast. And they're just playing it live. But I would sing Homeward Bound to her for months and months. And then I showed her the song. And one of the first things she said was like, Daddy, they sound better than you.
Yeah, I like what you did, though. You're just like, here's the introduction. Like, wow, my dad's a great singer. But then you put the professionals on. You're like, all right, got to move on to a different song now.
Well, I was doing, like, she liked all the, the kid songs. It's like, you do like Twinkle, Twinkle, and what else? Oh my God, I can't even remember what we'd sing. I was like, I got to sing songs I like. Like, I'm sick of this shit. And Simon and Garfunkel, they're like songs that I know most of the words to. I was like, I'll start there. And now every night it's like, we'll do one book, Daddy, and then watch Simon and Garfunkel, and then we'll listen to music. This is cool.
You're like, this is my night now, Dad. This is what I'm gonna do.
Simon and Garfunkel, and then we do a lot of Beach Boys now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
There you go.
And oddly, when we're in the car, every time we get in the car, she's like, will you play the Ninja Turtles song? Yes! And then you can listen to your own music.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go?
No, it's the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like the Heroes in a Half Shell. Yeah. Turtle Power.
And now, like, if I don't change over to my music quickly, it just starts playing like other kid songs. But there's another song called It's Raining Tacos. So now we got to listen to It's Raining Tacos.
Wait. Is it like a high-pitched voice like It's Raining Tacos?
Yeah.
I know that band. I actually know that band, and it was a complete accident.
Oh.
So literally the Alexa that I have, every now and then I'll be like, hey, like Alexa, like play this song, and
Sure.
she will completely crap the bed and play something completely different, right? So I don't even remember the song I asked for. This was years ago, and she's like playing "I Like Vegetables," and I was like, what? And it was hysterical because it's a song about liking vegetables. Like, I like vegetables, and it's like really aggressive. And I was like, what is? I'm like, this is a vegan anthem right now. But then
Hardcore
I
veggie
realized
song?
it's the same band that plays the tacos one because I like they
Oh.
sing like a Baby Yoda song. Like they sing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So I unfortunately know that.
It's Raining Tacos not that bad for a kid's jam.
Yeah. What players the Drew McIntyre of the NFL? So they were hyped up, then they didn't do anything, then they came back, and then they were really good.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, he's not cool enough though.
Goff is very cool.
He's not cool enough to be Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, he is.
He's not.
He's very cool.
Mm.
Went to
It's been a while.
college in California. His fiance or wife, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model.
Mm.
Nobody beats Goff. Nobody.
Nobody.
Here.
You know what? Actually, my first because I know Simon and Garfunkel. My first real experience with Homeward Bound was one of my favorite shows. It was The Leftovers.
Ah.
Great show. Great show.
Yeah, we'd always listen to it. My best friend's dad would play it when we go up to their cabin every summer. So it's got like that nostalgic sort of hold on my soul.
I wish I was home.
Sitting in a railway station, got a ticket for my destination. And when we first started listening to it, she would ask me about every line. Like, what does that mean?
Good.
And some of it's complicated.
If I ever have a spawn, we are rocking out to Black Sabbath every
Ooh.
day. Every day. We're teaching them the class. We're going with Priest. We're going with Maiden. We're going with Twisted Sister. We're going with Quiet Riot. We're going with Sabbath. Come on now. We're gonna rock. We're gonna rock. Come on now. Come on now.
Shovels and Rope has a new song out that's really good. Shovel and Rope. Sorry.
There you go. Oh, likes the band Cake. There you go. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Cake's cool.
Hey, Harry Tramp Stamp. Brandon Perna.
We got another?
We got
another? Ethan?
It's Star Wars.
Yes!
There is another.
Yes! Question is, did you inherit it from your mom or your dad?
Oh.
We'll reveal mid-season on GPS.
Casper Baby Pants. Let's talk about tampering because we didn't get to talk about that yet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
all that buildup where the NFL, and I'm sorry, Falcons fans, I'm sorry that your one potential for an excuse of why you drafted Michael Penix has now gone out the window. Because maybe we're going to lose a first-round pick. It almost would have been better if you lost a higher round pick because then it'd been look, they knew. They
tampered hard.
5th-round pick.
Yeah.
And their GM and the team are paying $250,000 each. And that's it. It was bad tampering.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Because they basically determined that the only thing the Falcons violated was some travel plans or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins literally they were on the phone with me every night in that press conference. Every night.
I told you, he met him in all of those Kohl's changing rooms. That's how they got away with it.
That's it. He's like, does this fit? And they slide a contract over the door. How about this size?
This looks like a size 32. I'm going to need a 34 if you get my drift, Atlanta.
And then they bring him a 34 and he's like, no, guys, money.
That's way too loose.
I need money.
It's money, you fucking idiots.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, the other reason you draft Penix is because you're not 100% sold Cousins going to be good coming off the Achilles. That's the other thing. But
out on the plains, we gave them hell. Sorry, it's a great song. It's a great song. Run to the Hills, great song.
Run to the hill. I play that on Rock Band.
Rock Band.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
One of the greatest games ever.
Mm-hmm. Hey, rise
Oh,
against, baby.
I got to get an Xbox
I get
or a PlayStation. Tell me, guys, what do you have, Tom?
PS5, easy. That's not even a conversation.
Are you sure? Is it? I've been
not-
an Xbox guy my whole life.
Yeah, yeah. No, dude, that makes sense. So listen, I was a PlayStation guy my whole life, like PS2, whole 9 yards. Xbox 360 came out. I was like, I love this console so much. Xbox crapped the bed pretty damn hard. Like when it comes to exclusives and stuff, it depends on why you're buying, but like for exclusives and stuff, bro, it's PlayStation.
College football 25. That's why.
You could get it on Xbox, but if you're not going to get it for any other reason, you know, because they have Game Pass, which is solid, which is really nice. But yeah, if you're trying to like get exclusives and stuff, it'd be Sony. It would.
Okay. PS.
Damn's right. It's gonna be Craig. Come on now.
Yeah. I got to stream playing college football 25.
Hell yeah.
I got to get signups.
There you go. There you go. You gotta do it.
I haven't played video games forever, though. Yes.
I feel that.
Wilkins, you have been retweeted in my heart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Here, I have Chris Sims' quarterback list. I figure we can look at this real quick.
Let's do it.
Let's see. Where does he have Trevor Lawrence?
Sorry, now I'm going to have Run to the Hill stuck in my head.
Where does he have Trevor Lawrence? Oh, there he is. 11. He has him as 11th. That seems fair enough. I feel like he trolled
Aaron
Jets.
Rodgers. Jordan loves one above Aaron Rodgers right
That's
now.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
Also, what is this list?
He still has Ryan Tannehill in the mix for
this
hire.
This is something. This is not a good list. Bro, like, yeah, this is not a great list.
This guy played in the NFL, Tom.
Yeah, so did Antonio Brown. Like, what? Nothing means anything.
Whoa, you saying Chris Sims is the Antonio Brown of quarterbacks?
No,
is that what you just said?
Just playing in the NFL doesn't necessarily qualify you to judge the NFL. Just like someone who hasn't played in the NFL, not qualified necessarily. But yeah,
Russell Wilson at 21. Interesting. Levis at 26.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Uncultured. Now they're cultured. Now
Gardner Minshew at 39. That's fucking blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Bro, above Bryce Young? I'm sorry, below Bryce Young?
Yeah, that's BS.
My dude had one game against Joe Barry.
Yep. That's BS.
Oh, boy.
Chris Sims should be canceled for putting Gardner Minshew at 39. Below Kenny Pickett.
Just make it stop.
That is unforgivable. Purdy at 17. That seems harsh.
Dude, this is... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This list is not...
This is worse than one of my lists.
Oh, so now all of a sudden, it doesn't sound so crazy that it's a bad list.
Mahomes at 1. Makes sense. Allen at 2. Agree. Burrow at 3. I can't support that currently. It's not Joe Burrow's talent level. It's I need to see him stay healthy.
That's dope.
Obviously, we remember the wrist injury from last year, but we forget he started the season with the calf injury. Since he rushed him back for that, I don't think that did him any favors. I need to see Joe Burrow healthy again. Then Lamar, fine. Staff, where does he? Stroud at 7. Okay. I would not put Stroud below Justin Herbert right now. I'd say Stroud's better than Herbert.
Let me just get this straight right now. Bo Nix, who has not played a single snap.
He is better than JJ McCarthy, I guarantee that.
Yeah, JJ McCarthy. But dude, you're saying that Gardner Minshew's not better than any of them right this second to like step on a football field? This is something.
It's hard to rank Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, and JJ McCarthy.
Definitely.
Why don't you just have them as rookies and just rank them separately as rookies? That's what I would do.
Yeah. Dude,
got also, Anthony Richardson at 32. Interesting.
Like listen, I'm not even necessarily disagreeing with them, but the fact that you have in order, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones above Deshaun Watson. Can you imagine showing this to a Browns fan like right when the trade happened?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's brutal, my friend. That's
Hey, but at least the Steelers have 2 top 25 quarterbacks.
That's true. It's better than one. Hey, E-Day, New Gears of War. I hope it's good. I really hope it's good.
Oh, okay. Gears of War. Got
Dude,
a 4K.
Gears of War 2, I can't tell you how much time I sunk into that game. I have it upstairs. I still want to play it. I'm gonna really try this weekend. I still have not played it. I really want to.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
Tsushima. Is that close?
Yeah.
Tsushima.
Overrated.
Tush push.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
You think you can do the tush push in the new Madden?
I don't know.
I
don't know. Pet the Foxes. I want to so bad. I've wanted to play this game for years. I still haven't played Horizon. I don't have any time. I have a backlog of like 8 years. Anyway,
what?
Perna, what you got coming out?
Oh, I got a good one.
It's Tsushima.
Which NFL busts can save their careers this season?
Ooh. I like that. God of War.
I need a good one.
All right. There we go. Eh?
God of War series. I'm only going to play college football, barely. Keep that in mind. I'm probably going to play 1 game, maybe 2.
He might.
I feel like they're the
same.
same.
Xbox, then.
They're just the same, right? Are they the same price?
Yeah, they're the same price.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude, they tanked the freaking Halo. Oh, God. Halo got so bad. They just didn't. They tanked it.
Dude, Halo.
Back in the day was great.
It's the best game. I said Rock Band, but it's Halo. Halo's the best game ever.
It's not the best game ever, but it's okay.
Halo is the best game ever. Everybody knows it.
That's all right. Yeah, I don't know. Q&A tonight is definitely. I'd run out to the PO box, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Next week, we're getting back into reactions. Then we're gonna do GCU rewatch and all that great stuff because Coach is coming down the pipe. Coming down the pipe. So, folks, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. I don't know what days, but we'll see you.
We'll see you Monday, probably.
Probably.
After Monday? Who knows?
We'll see.
Could be Wednesday. Could be Friday. Could be neither. Could be Friday and Wednesday. I don't know.
Sure. Folks, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And you've reached your destination.
This is how I drive.
Whoa. That's aggressive.